Hey, welcome back. It's May 1st and this is ELA 7 Virtual Edition, wrapping up week 6, if you can believe that. Week 6 of Virtual Delta Middle School. All right, well, let's get started with what we've got to do for today. We've got Vocab List 24. We've got The Outsiders, Chapter 1. We're getting started. And then, of course, we've got reading class to finish up. And as always, read all you'd like. All right, so let's talk about the specifics. So Vocab List 24 is our list for the week. Again, it's really a great time to start kind of reviewing those other lists, the other 5 lists, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23, to make sure that you are prepared for the test that is a week from today. Yes, a week from today. So be ready for that. Start getting ready now, okay? Don't put it off. All right, The Outsiders. I hope you found some interesting information on your web quest, a little bit of information about S.E. Hinton and, the fact that S.E. Hinton is a woman, right? You might not have expected that because of the initials. And as you read, hopefully, that was part of the reason that she went with her initials, was so that book reviewers wouldn't go, oh, well, it's a book about a gang of boys written by a woman. That's not going to work. You may have also noticed that S.E. Hinton was very young. Susan Eloise Hinton was very young when she wrote The Outsiders. She actually started working on it in high school. So pretty interesting information. The book The Outsiders was made into a movie, and there are tons of well-known movie stars who kind of got their start in The Outsiders. So if you get a chance to watch that movie sometime, usually that's one of the things that we do at the end of the year is we watch The Outsiders, but we're not going to get a chance to do that, obviously. But if you happen to find it on Netflix or whatever streaming service you like, or maybe in a DVD collection somewhere in your house or whatever, check it out. You'll definitely recognize some names and faces. All right, so what we're doing today is starting on the first chapter of The Outsiders. So all you need to do is read chapter 1. It's not super long. So obviously you don't have the book, right? Like, I didn't give it to you before you left. That would have been difficult for collection, and getting those books back and all that kind of stuff. So I did come across a PDF of the entire book. So what you're going to be able to do is download that from today's module. So you'll find, it's kind of a long title, S.E. Hinton, The Outsiders Full Text 1.pdf is the title of the file. So you can download that from today's module, and it is the whole book. I hesitate a lot giving you the whole book, but I also don't want to take the time to break it into chapter by chapter sections that I can give to you one day at a time. So I'm just going to say that you'll probably be better off if you don't try to read the whole thing today, okay, or over the weekend. Take it piece by piece as we go. That way you're not too far ahead. That way you don't get things mixed up while you're trying to complete any work that comes along with the book and all of that kind of stuff. So I would encourage you to stay on track with us rather than getting ahead, but obviously I can't do anything about that. So there it is for what it's worth. Please stay with us. Okay, and that includes, like, if you were thinking about not reading it, I don't recommend that either. It's a really good idea to stay on track with us as we read The Outsiders to finish off the school year. So there's also an audio file along with the PDF. There's an audio file available as well, so that if you like it when we read the book to you and you can follow along, you can play that audio file as you read through the text. And I will read, when I record those audio files, I will read from the same text that you're reading from, so that the pages are the same and all of that kind of stuff, so that it all flows really nicely for you, so that you're not like, well, wait a second, why is there a pause right there? There's no page turn, all that kind of stuff. So I'll read the same version you're reading so that it should all make sense. So there's that audio file. And then when you've finished reading chapter 1 for today, there is a quiz called TOCH1, as in The Outsiders chapter 1, on Canvas. Basically, it's just a comprehension check, just to make sure that you actually read it and paid attention and, kind of have an idea of what's going on at the start of the story. So that's due by midnight tonight, Friday. So please make sure that you get those pages read, listen along while you read if you'd like, and then complete the comprehension check, the TOCH1 quiz on Canvas. So other than that, you just have Reading Plus to work on. So please make sure that you're getting that wrapped up. Again, you have until Sunday night at midnight, as always. So please make sure that you're staying on track with that. And my recommendation, as always, is to make sure that you're getting a fair amount of it done today so that you don't have to spend your weekend on it. And also, so in case you end up on hold, you're not nervously waiting to see if I get you off hold in time to complete the assignment. All right. So that brings us to our recap. We've got review for our vocab test next week. Lists 19 through 24, specific emphasis on list 24, because that is the list for this week, but obviously we need to be reviewing all of the lists as well. Then we've got chapter 1 and the chapter quiz of The Outsiders to complete by midnight tonight. And then finally, we've got Reading Plus to make sure we're finished up with by midnight Sunday. As always, please read something. Well, I mean, you're assigned to, so hopefully you at least do The Outsiders. If you've got another book, dive into that too. Have a great weekend, guys, and I'll see you back here on Monday.